Yes.
He ended up getting his own
No.
It's been a rough week for all of us. Right now we're going to a few memorials for him over the weekend.
Copy that.
Honor him and everything that he's done for everyone here in the cab itself.
Once we have everyone organized in a second line here, we'll get started.
Yeah, Grim be front. Ivanov just behind Grim.
I'm 5, how am I front?
Because we're going off and one wants the back to the front.
Okay, so 6 left.
And Super Grim 4, behind 3. 2, and then 1. Oh, wait, can you leave the shot?
Sure.
Yeah, just line up with the other guys over here.
Copy that.
You guys do whatever.
Copy.
Alright, official taking it with this.
I mean, you know that works.
That's your call, Miller.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Copy. Hold on. Yes, I do. Yeah. Five 0 1 8. Copy. 1289. Copy. Got it. Oh,
Alright, so now repeat numbers are... New numbers, Grim 7, Ivanov 6, Grim 5, Anaheim 3, A 2, and 1. And just remember those numbers because when we sound off, the game set.
copy.
Havoc, file up on the on my right here, or my left here, when you're ready. Alright, so here's how it's going to work. Sergeant Grimm is going to lead us off right behind me. His entire line's going to go. Then Versing Terox's line is going to follow, followed up by Mike M86's line. Corporal Lincoln, let me know when you're ready.
I haven't seen him move. I think he's EFK.
No, he's here. He's just getting some stuff set up.
Okay.
Alright, if everyone's ready, we'll step it off. Sergeant Grimm, follow me.
Hooah. Squad, forward, march.
Illumi. Catch up, Mike.
Sergeant Grimm, go ahead, file the guys in. Whoever your file leader was will continue the file. The pedestal you see before you has 6 names on it. Brigadier General Crazy, Brigadier General Tracer, Colonel Anthony Aviles, Command Sergeant Major Ron Cold, Corporal Tars Tarkus, Specialist Rhea Novak. These names are posted in our Arlington National Cemetery, and they are some of the first names that a recruit hears when they go through the process of joining the 7th Cavalry. These are the names of our fallen. However, sadly, we have one more name to add to that list. Sergeant Kyle McGehee enlisted in the 7th Cavalry Regiment on May 3rd, 2017. Throughout his time in the 7th Cavalry, he soaked up information like a sponge. As a member of 3rd Platoon, Charlie Company, 1st Battalion, 7th Cavalry, Sergeant McGehee had to learn very quickly how to operate the various equipment you see before you. He became a master at the Mark 19 automatic grenade launcher, the M2 Browning 50 caliber heavy machine gun, and the M41A4 improvised target acquisition system BGM-71 tube-launch optically tracked wire-guided missile system. Sergeant McGehee also took it upon himself to learn and master the logistical 12 Bravo aspects that 3rd Platoon Charlie Company focused on. Sergeant McGehee worked closely with 1st Platoon Bravo Troop, 1st Battalion, 7th Cavalry in order to construct forward arming and refueling point procedures for the entirety of the 7th Cavalry Regiment to use. Today we stand here at Fort McGehee, named so in his honor. However, Sergeant McGehee's main focus and most important priority was always the Mark 6 82mm man-portable mortar system. Sergeant McGehee entered service in 3rd Platoon Charlie Company with no idea on how the systems work and took it upon himself to master the systems in such a way that he created a mortar calculator for the entirety of 3rd Platoon Charlie Company to utilize. Not just that, he also taught people the basics of the math involved to do it without the computer, should the technology he created ever fail the user. He worked closely with Captain Argus to ensure a great course load for those wishing to earn the Sapper tab as well. It makes me happy to announce that the Kyle C. McGehee Sapper School will be rolling out sometime soon, with Sergeant McGehee being announced as the first to earn the tab in an honorary capacity. Not only did Sergeant McGehee work so heavily in the teaching aspect, he took it upon himself to generate better content for the Tactical Realism 2 public modded server as part of 1st Battalion S3 public staff, and later moved on to lead the entire S3 public department, as well as becoming the non-commissioned officer in charge of all of S3. Many of our public players gathered here today grew very close to McGehee, and it's an understatement to say that he was a pivotal asset in the recruitment of some very high-quality individuals within the 7th Cavalry. Sergeant McGehee was a pillar of knowledge for the entirety of the 7th. He is the man you would go to for any information you needed. He was a brother, a mentor, and a friend. Not only that, he was family. Unfortunately, we lost contact with Sergeant McGehee sometime around mid-June. The first and upfront thought was that Sergeant McGehee was burnt out from putting his all into the cav in such a short time. However, on Monday, the 6th of August, at around 23:30 Zulu, during the step-off of Operation Felldragon Week 3, 2nd Lieutenant Rip Theron received a Steam message from Sergeant McGehee's Steam account. The person messaging 2nd Lieutenant Theron was an acquaintance of Sergeant McGehee, claiming he was pulling files for Sergeant McGehee's wife. It was at this moment that this individual informed 2nd Lieutenant Theron of Sergeant McGehee's passing, as well as the grim news that Sergeant Kyle McGehee, the man of many hats who always seemed to be at his happiest while in the 7th, took his own life. Despite all the happiness he generated here in the 7th, Sergeant Kyle McGehee had many demons still present, and he was taken too soon before we could get to his aid. This brings me to the message I have for all of you today. The 7th Cavalry has resources available for anyone going through any sort of internal struggle. You are not alone. Command Sergeant Major Coldblood is known for the phrase, "I live in the 7th, and the 7th lives in me." The 7th Cavalry lives through all of us. We are all bound together by it. Never before have I been a member of a community as strong and as bonded as the 7th. For those of you who are new to this community, or those of our public players considering joining, just know that you are part of a family that will do whatever it takes to help you through any sort of struggle. Here in the 7th, we pick each other up, and we get down in the mud with one another to pull somebody out of a tough spot. If anyone has any final words for Sergeant McGehee, please feel free to present them now. Feel free to step forward at any moment and say a few words if you so choose.
All right, everyone. Name's Staff Sergeant Schulman. This has been a pretty damn difficult week for me. I know it has been for a lot of others. Sergeant McGehee, I remember when he first joined Alpha Section of 3rd Platoon back in May. Brand new guy, never knew what he was doing with the weapon systems, had to get taught everything, but as soon as you showed him the first time, he would just pick it up immediately, and he ended up going from knowing nothing to writing the book on it. I'm sorry if I'm not speaking straight right now. He was my friend. I spent countless hours with him on TeamSpeak, doing ops, dozens and dozens of ops he helped me run as my number 2 in charge, and he was always there calculating the mortars and getting them right on target without laser precision. We lost a good person today, a good brother, and it saddens me about the way he had to go, and it saddens me even more that there was nothing that we could do to help or see the demons or see how bad he was actually hurting. I just hope that he's resting in peace right now, in a better place, and that's all I got. Thank y'all.
Thank you, Staff Sergeant Solomon. Warrant Officer Bickford.
Well, to begin, Sergeant McGehee, then Specialist McGehee, was one of the couple people that basically recruited me into the Cav. He taught me everything from how it was a brotherhood, how I can help the Cav in itself, even by being just a trooper in a section. He taught me that there's always something to do. There's always people to help in any way. Make time for them. And that's what he did. He made time for everyone, no matter what it was. He always set himself out to do the best and help other people do the best. Any interaction with him was always one that I wanted to cherish and remember forever. Because every moment with him was a lesson to be learned from it. The last memory I have of him was during Operation Juniper Spear during Hearts and Minds. Right after the op, I forget who it was. Someone made a meme about it, but it was, I believe it was him, but that's how I basically remember him, was a meme. He was always a funny guy and always had time for laughs and full of happiness. It just saddens me that we weren't able to help him through his dark times, and it just showed that you don't ever know what someone's battling with. No matter how happy they are on the outside, there's always something on the inside going on. And that's all I have.
Thank you, Warrant Officer Bickford. If anyone has anything they'd like to say, please feel free to step forward. Sergeant Ivanov.
Hey, when McGehee joined, he was assigned to my section of Charlie 17. The Staff Sergeant Strowman was my ASL at that time, and when he was a guy that attracted people. For some reason, people were attracted to him, and he produced that like aura around him that made everybody communicating with him feel good in a certain way. So I didn't want to let him go from the section because I thought he would benefit it very much, and he did. So even when the SL position opened in Bravo, I've recommended Staff Sergeant Shulman for the SL position, although at the time I thought that he wasn't ready for it, just so that McGehee could stay in our section. That's how good he was. And yes, death is a sad thing, but he's in a better place now, and a person's alive so long as someone remembers about him. And yeah, I will always remember him for what he was and what he did.
Thank you, Sergeant Ivanov. Mr. Viscosity.
All right. This is tough, so I'll be brief. McGehee was my friend. You know? I cannot even imagine how many hours you guys go through with each other. But I know McGehee and I spent a lot. You know, he talked me off some serious ledges. And I'm not sure. I'm not sure enough people in the cab know how much he's done, but I'm seriously thankful for all of you who have put this together for him. Because he's a guy who deserves it. And I think it's important that while morale is low, McGehee was a guy of wit and character. And I know he's smiling down on us right now. And I've seen some people pretty low in MCCs lately. I know I have been too. But I know McGehee would want us to push on. And I'm really thankful that you guys... You really put your hearts into it. Even for the pubbers. And it fucking matters. Because I know he loved you guys. With all his fucking heart. And I'm gonna miss him. Like more than a brother. Thanks.
Thank you, Mr. Viscosity. Second, I think our General of the Army just popped on here. Yep, there he is down there. I'll teleport him up here for us. General of the Army, Chance JT. Officer on deck.
Oh, 10. Hut!
I think he's AFK though. I'd like to request a moment of silence for all of our fallen brothers and sisters. Those that we know and those that may still be MIA. And now, Warrant Officer Bickford, if you could join me. Now, a salute to our fallen. If I can figure out my controls. Cavalry! Attention! At ease. Lastly, thank you, Warrant Officer Bickford. Lastly, a final fire mission and a 3-volley salute for Sergeant McGehee, hosted primarily by his section, Bravo Section, 3rd Platoon, Charlie Company, 1st Battalion, 7th Cavalry. I would like to ask all of you to please part the middle and allow for the section to reach their mortars just behind us here.
Squad. Right. Face. Forward. March.
Fire mission, squad. Gun 8, HE, adjust fire. Bearing 5018. Charge 2. Elevation 1289er. Say when ready. I say again, fire mission squad. Gun 8, HE, adjust fire. Bearing 5018. Charge 2. Elevation 1289er. Say when ready. Gun 8, not present. Fire mission squad. 3 rounds HE, each round at my command. Bearing 5018. Charge 2. Elevation 1289er. All guns report up when ready.
Gun 1 up.
Gun 2 set.
3 set.
All guns, are we up? Fire, first round. Fire, second round. Fire, third round. End of mission. Dismount and salute. Bearing 5018. At ease. And with that, we conclude today's ceremony. Feel free to mingle along each other if you'd like. Discuss memories, that kind of stuff. And thank you all for attending.
Godspeed, McGehee.
Godspeed.
Bogabala.
All right, take it easy. Gabriel. What's up?
Till we meet again.
No, just
brother.
walking around.
Yeah. Got these custom orders for him.
Yeah, I wanted to see them. That's why I actually came to look at them.
How you doing, Miner?
Nice.
Hey, Jones.
Hey, man.
Your face paint doesn't necessarily match your dress uniform.
Yeah, it's a bit inappropriate. Sorry about that.
Nicely done, gentlemen.
Yeah. It fits.
Yes, it was.
Sending
We're all
chills up my
misfits.
spine right now.
It fits.
Yeah, that was nicely done, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys.